Hello everyone. Welcome to TELLS Videtionary. Today, March 25th, our word of the day is absurd. A B S U R D. Absurd. Absurd is a 6-letter word and an adjective. Remember, adjectives are words that describe the qualities or states of being of nouns: enormous, dog-like, silly, yellow, fun, fast. They can also describe the quantity of nouns: many, few, millions, 11. Absurd means stupid and unreasonable, or silly in a humorous way. In other words, wildly unreasonable, illogical, or inappropriate. Something absurd is really silly, absolutely ridiculous, or total nonsense. Thinking you can wear flip-flops and a bikini to the North Pole is an absurd idea, for example. If you run into someone dressed in an absurd outfit or watch a movie full of absurd jokes, you'll probably have a good laugh. But find yourself dealing with the absurd, you'll likely be stuck in a depressing existential crisis. The absurd describes a state of being where human life has no purpose and everything is completely irrational. Absurd is an adjective that is used to describe something that is completely ridiculous or illogical. It is often used to describe situations, actions, or ideas that are so far-fetched or unreasonable that they are difficult to believe or accept. If you are looking to use the word absurd in a sentence, there are a few tips that can help you to do so effectively. Understand the meaning of the word. Before you can use the word absurd in a sentence, it is important to understand its meaning. Absurd refers to something that is completely ridiculous or illogical. It can be used to describe situations, actions, or ideas that are so far-fetched or unreasonable that they are difficult to believe or accept. Use it in context. When using the word absurd in a sentence, it is important to use it in context. This means that you should use it in a way that makes sense and is appropriate for the situation. For example, you might say it is absurd to think that aliens are living among us, or the idea that the Earth is flat is absurd. Use it to express disbelief. Absurd can be used to express disbelief or incredulity. For example, you might say it is absurd that he thinks he can fly without wings, or the fact that she believes in unicorns is absurd. Use it to criticize. Absurd can also be used to criticize something or someone. For example, you might say the government's decision to cut funding for education is absurd, or it is absurd that he expects us to work overtime without pay. Use it sparingly. Finally, it is important to use the word absurd sparingly. Overusing the word can make your writing or speech sound repetitive or unoriginal. Instead, try to use it only when it is truly appropriate and adds value to your message. In conclusion, the word absurd is a powerful adjective that can be used to describe situations, actions, or ideas that are completely ridiculous or illogical. By understanding its meaning and using it in context, you can effectively incorporate it into your writing or speech to express disbelief, criticize, or make a point. Just remember to use it sparingly to avoid sounding repetitive or unoriginal. Similar words include preposterous, ridiculous, ludicrous, farcical, laughable, risible, idiotic, stupid, foolish, silly, inane, imbecilic, insane, harebrained. Examples of sentences using absurd are: spending the week in jail for stealing a loaf of bread is an absurd punishment for such a minor crime. Instead of completing your assignment, you come up with the absurd excuse that your dog ate your homework. Because Jim is a gun rights activist, he finds banning his constitutional right to keep and bear arms to be absurd. Jared is completely absurd for wearing a heavy coat and earmuffs in triple-digit heat. Claiming that your cat was abducted by aliens is absurd. It seems quite absurd to expect anyone to drive for 3 hours just for a 20-minute meeting. Make sure to save this new word, absurd, so you can practice using it in your everyday sentences.
That's all for today. Thank you for spending your time with me. I hope you learned something new. Remember, practice makes perfect, and we'd love to hear from you, so leave a comment after every video. All comments are welcome. Don't forget to like and share this video. Subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you receive similar videos every day. Have a fulfilling day. See you tomorrow. Cheers!